Hey guys, I wanted to do a video of some new skincare that I've kind of accumulated. Most of it is stuff that I bought yesterday, and some of it, well, one thing is I bought it a couple days ago, and I was just kind of in need of a new humectant and sunscreen and all that kind of stuff. So some of this stuff is just skincare repeats that I buy all the time because I love it and I'm a creature of habit. And some things are, you know, things that I tried a long time ago, and one thing is new to me and I'm really excited about it. And then what else? Yeah, I think that's it. But you know, I try, even though I'm a creature of habit, I try to kind of buy a few new products here and there just because I do run a beauty channel, and you know, I want to be able to try new things, and you know, you never know if there's something better, cheaper, you know, stuff like that. So the first product we're going to talk about is a face wash, and this is the Clean and Clear Deep Action 60-Second Shower Mask. And I know that Clean and Clear is notorious for fragrance, and there is fragrance in here. But I did watch a video of Dr. Dre kind of talking about Clean and Clear, and she did mention this product being relatively decent, even though it does have fragrance in it. So, and I have tried this. I used this a long time ago, and I remember I really did like it. And, you know, she kind of just, even though there's fragrance in it, she was like, it's pretty decent. So I went ahead and just bought this again, and sometimes I can see the benefit of a fragrance in a product. It just makes you feel like, it just smells good and it's just nice, and you know, so I see how fragrance can be nice, but it's very damaging to your skin and very irritating. But I don't have an issue with this. I didn't have an issue when I used it, so hopefully I won't have an issue now. But anyway, this mask, I am a nighttime shower person, so I use this at night. And this mask, you just slather it on your face and you leave it on for 60 seconds. So, you know, you could like wash your body and scrub your fingernails, shave, whatever you need to do for a minute, and just let this sit. And then this does unfortunately have the microbeads in them, which, you know, is also, between that and the fragrance, those are the two biggest downfalls in this. But I know that Clean and Clear is part of the Johnson & Johnson product family. They're in there. And I know Johnson & Johnson, I'm pretty sure, talked about taking out microbeads or changing them to where they're biodegradable, because microbeads in the environment we've learned, isn't really great, because I think it gets stuck in the fish's gills and it suffocates them, and you know, it's just, they're not biodegradable. It's just not great. So I can't remember, but I am very sorry for ocean animal creatures and lake creatures if this hasn't been changed yet. So sorry as I'm rinsing this down the drain. But it is a good product, and this doesn't have salicylic acid in it or benzoyl peroxide. It has alpha hydroxy acid in it, which is another good product to kind of help with acne and oil and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and just kind of wean away from salicylic acid and retinol and go ahead and give alpha hydroxy acid a try, just because, you know, I like to switch it up a little bit here and there. But this does increase your skin sensitivity. So, you know, I think if you use this, I probably would suggest using it at night. And you know, if you're not a nighttime shower person, you could just let the steam from the sink kind of activate it, because it is steam activated, it says, but you know. So just make sure you have a really good sunscreen, SPF 30 to 50 when you're using this product, because your skin sensitivity to the sun will be increased, and you can likely sunburn easier and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, just make sure that you are moisturizing and using sun protection when you're outside, when you're using this product, or just in general anyway. So, there is fragrance in here, like I said, menthol, which is the tingling sensation you get from this, which, you know, if you have skin sensitivity to that, you would probably want to avoid this product just because it does have that in there. It is at the bottom, but, you know, it's still in there and you can still feel it and you can still smell it. So it's pretty potent in there. So, yeah, but otherwise, all in all, I think this is pretty good. Made my skin feel really smooth and soft, and even this morning it still felt smooth and soft. And I just love Clean & Clear's packaging, like the color options that they have. It just looks so nice and spa-like, even though Clean & Clear is geared towards teens and I'm 27. But this is good. I like it. And it's relaxing and tingling, even though that's irritating. Just, it feels good. So I paid at Walgreens. I found it at Walgreens, and sometimes it's kind of tricky to find. It's not at every Walmart and not at every Target, not at every Walgreens. So I found this one at my Walgreens, and I paid $6.99 for it. So relatively cheap. And if you have, you know, issues with salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide or whatever, go ahead and give alpha hydroxy acid a try. I don't know if I'm even saying that. I know how it is said, but with my tongue thrust, it's like hard for me to spit out. Okay, so moving on. So since we talked about, you know, using sun protection with that, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the two sunscreens that I picked up. So the one that I picked up yesterday, in, you know, thinking in advance of needing that, and plus I ran out of my favorite CeraVe sunscreen. I didn't pick it up because I typically like picking it up when I have a coupon, or, you know, when it's on sale or something like that. But this is another CeraVe sunscreen, and this is just, you will find this in like the actual sunscreen aisle. You won't find this in the skincare aisle, but, you know, I still use this as a daily, I used it today as my daily moisturizer plus sunscreen. So this is the CeraVe Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is the invisible zinc. It can be tricky to make zinc invisible. You know, zinc is notorious for giving that white cast and sitting on top of the skin and being really noticeable. But if you are very sensitive to sunscreens, zinc is a mineral-based sunscreen. So, you know, if you always feel like your skin is burning with sunscreens, zinc is going to be your friend, even though it is notorious for leaving a white cast and being a little bit thicker. Zinc, I prefer zinc actually for oily skin because it is thicker, but it dries really quick, and I don't know, I just prefer zinc for acne prone oily skin. I feel like, you know, it has a less oily feeling to it. This is lightweight, oil-free SPF 30, and it has their ceramides, and it also has niacinamide in it, which is also really good for acne prone oily skin, aging skin. Niacinamide is just good in general, and their ceramides are always awesome. So this is, I remember I tried this a long time ago and I didn't really like it that much. I felt like it was too heavy, but I think they've reformulated it a little bit, and, you know, they've changed the packaging and all that kind of stuff. But I put it on today, and, you know, it felt really nice. It was a little bit harder to blend in because it is zinc. It is a little bit tougher to blend in, but, you know, you just got to work with it a little bit and just work in sections. Kind of like the Revlon foundation. You have to work in sections with it. Just treat that like that. So this has titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Those are your two sunscreens in there, and they're mineral based. And this is water resistant for water resistant for 40 minutes. I almost said 140 minutes because I was looking at the, anyway, water resistant for 40 minutes. So, you know, if you're going swimming or if you're doing an activity where you're sweating or whatever, this is a water resistant sunscreen. So that's nice. And yeah, I like it. It dries with a clear finish, but it takes a while, and if you're going to do flash photography, I may not use that because it could still show up in flash photography. So yeah, this is good, awesome. I like it, and I typically don't use flash when I photograph myself. So, and you know, sometimes that white cast can be covered up with makeup and all that kind of stuff anyway. So just be careful with flash photography. It may not be the best, but in general, really good. So like it, and I paid, that was on sale because that is actually pretty, the higher the SPF, the more money you're going to pay, and I'm pretty sure mineral sunscreens tend to be on the pricier side for some reason. So let's take a look here. How much did I pay for you? CeraVe lotion, I paid $8.99 because it was on sale. The regular price is actually $17.99. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and go to Walgreens and pick it up because it's actually like, that's a super sale. You're saving $9. So that's really great. And if you don't like it, you can return it or, you know, whatever. So really great deal. And that's kind of why I bought it, because it was on sale. And I remember I had a sample of it a while back, and I remember like, oh, they must have changed this and it feels better now. So I like it. It's doing good. I don't feel greasy or anything right now. So, you know, I typically double up on my sunscreen. So the other sunscreen I use, which, you know, is also zinc-based, so that also accounts for even more of a white cast. This is the Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Face Liquid Sunscreen. This is SPF 50. And just because you combine SPF numbers like 30 and 50 doesn't make your SPF whatever that number you combine. Like, it's all about reapplication and coverage and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, just ignore that. But I typically like to use 2 sunscreens just because. And this is actually a really good primer, so which is kind of what I use this for too. So this is another mineral-based sunscreen. That's why it is sensitive skin, because again, if you have skin sensitivity to chemical sunscreens, go ahead and give mineral a try. And typically when you use mineral-based sunscreens around your eyes, you typically don't have any burning, but you know, some people do. Just do your research, return if you need to. So this is the kind that is very liquidy, kind of like the Japanese, Korean sunscreens, the milky ones where you shake them up and it's, you know, very like running down your hand and all that kind of stuff. I guess I could show you a little swatch. I mean, there isn't really. So this is the CeraVe one. It's kind of thicker a little bit, but you know, not crazy thick. And you know what's funny is in the Asian Korean culture, they really like whitening products. So, you know, zinc and all that kind of stuff is in their stuff because they like their skin white. So we're kind of reverting back to having white, clear skin instead of dark tan skin. So yeah, there's the CeraVe, and you know, it's really actually not that bad, but I didn't put that much on. And then this is the Neutrogena one, which is the mineral based. It has titanium and zinc oxide in it. And I'll show you, I'll go ahead and layer them up just so you can see what it looks like. I mean, you're really not going to see much, but the white balance is a little much. But you can kind of see this one is a little bit runnier, and it's just kind of running down my hand. I have talked about this sunscreen in one of my videos before. I think it was like an Ulta haul or something like that. So I can link that video down below, and you can go check that out because you might be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, you get a little white cast here. It does look a little bit whiter than the rest of me, but it sinks in, and I cover everything up with makeup. But this sets down to a nice dry powder finish, so just really nice and just a good sunscreen in general. There's a dog barking. So I did pick up that sunscreen at Ulta, and I paid $12.99. So, you know, $13. It's a little bit pricey, but it is a good sunscreen. And, you know, if you wanted to mix in like a little bit of foundation with this, to make this like a tinted moisturizer sunscreen, you could do that. I used to mix in the L'Oreal Glotion in this, and it would kind of tone down that whiteness and make it a little bit easier to blend in. So there's things that you can do to kind of modify it, make it easier for you. You just have to kind of play with it a little bit and decide what's best for you. So, but I really do enjoy that, and it does give a white cast, but you know, whatever. Okay, so the next product that, you know, you guys know that I like rave about the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for extra dry skin, because it's an amazing humectant that you can put on your wet skin to seal in the water and, you know, just give your skin some boost of hydration. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is the bigger molecule, so it's bigger and it's better at hydrating the skin than glycerin, which is also another good humectant, but that's why hyaluronic acid is a little bit more expensive, because the molecule is bigger, and it's I don't know, it's just like a little bit more, I guess, luxurious than glycerin. But, you know, they're both really good humectants. So this one is hyaluronic acid, which, you know, I tend to prefer than glycerin, but either or. So this is the one that doesn't have any fragrance in it, and it's just my favorite. I use it day and night on wet skin to seal in my water on my skin, to keep my skin nice and hydrated, since I use, you know, acne products and all that kind of stuff. And it just, you know, it's just good. It's good and basic, and it is a little pricey. So I got this for $20.99. So, you know, it is kind of up there in price, but Neutrogena always does buy one get one 50% off, and sales and all that kind of stuff. You can use your Ulta coupon on it because it's drugstore. So there's ways to get it a little bit cheaper. Walmart, you typically can find it for like $16. Also at Target, you can find it around the $16 range. So just a little bit cheaper, but you know, the hyaluronic acid kind of, I think, is what is boosting up the price, because it is just a more luxurious type thing. I don't know. But it's just something that I've always noticed, the difference between them using hyaluronic acid and glycerin in products. When you see something that has hyaluronic acid in it, you typically see the price go up a little bit. So anyway, really great, really awesome. Love this. I've used it in skincare videos and all that kind of stuff. So the new product that I am really excited about, and you know, it's just from my favorite line, and I saw you know, them advertising it on Instagram, because I follow Neutrogena on Instagram, and when I saw it, I was like, huh, what? So they have made a Hydro Boost body gel cream, and this is for your body, and they have a fragrance-free one option, and then they also probably have the one that is your typical Hydro Boost smell range, you know, like in their basic water gel, in their sunscreen, you know, that typical, it's like a very cucumbery spa fragrance in there. But I got the fragrance-free one, and you know, they had a body butter there, and that one did have fragrance in it, but I would be interested in trying that one out to see what that's like. And they also had a hand cream, and I was just like, oh, Neutrogena, you and your Hydro Boost line, I can't take it. I just love it. So I love, you know, all their fragrance-free type Hydro Boost type things, because sometimes the fragrance in it is a little, like in their sunscreen, their Hydro Boost sunscreen, it's like, ooh, is a little much. So, this is really good. I used it last night for the first time after my shower and made my skin feel really soft. I still felt pretty soft this morning. I usually double up on my moisturizers. I'll usually moisturize at night and in the morning. I live in a dry climate. I live in Colorado and winter is coming. So it's going to get even drier here relatively soon. So, yeah, this is really good. And, you know, I kind of bought this and the face cream kind of thinking, I wonder if these are almost basically the same thing. This is just packaged in a giant bottle, and this is actually a little bit cheaper. So, yeah, this is, even though I've only used this once, I really like it. And, you know, I don't have anything bad to say. It's just nice, and it's fragrance-free and really lightweight. So, yeah. If you guys are having issues finding this, go ahead and check out Walgreens, because that's where I found this. I looked at Target and I didn't see it there. So look at Walgreens. And I paid, so at Walgreens, Neutrogena was buy one, get one 50% off. So the original price is actually $10.99, which, you know, it's not too bad for a body product. But it has hyaluronic acid in it, so of course you're going to see that boost up a little bit. But I got it for $5.49. So not too bad. And let's go ahead and take a look and see if this is relatively the same as the face cream. Let's see. Okay, we'll go by the first three. So the first ingredient in both of these is water. And then in the face one, there's dimethicone in it, which gives it that smoothing effect. That's why your face feels so smooth, because dimethicone is like a smoothing product. You'll see it in primers and all that kind of stuff. So, you know. And then the next one in the body lotion is glycerin. So only the first ingredient is the same, but, you know, I think if you did the fragrance-free one, you probably would be fine using this on your face instead of paying $20 for this thing. I can try, I'll probably try it out just to see, just because it saves money and it's for your face and for your body. And, you know, companies love to repackage things in different bottles, even though they're basically the same product, kind of like eye creams and stuff like that. So, yeah, really, really excited about this. Really like it so far. Yeah, I just love it. I just love Neutrogena coming out with fragrance-free Hydro Boost stuff. So Neutrogena, if you could come out with like a primer or something, like a face primer, that would be really awesome. And if you could make your SPF, the, you know, the higher SPFs, the SPF 30 and 50, if you can make that in a fragrance-free option too, that would be pretty awesome of you guys. I would appreciate it. So yeah, really excited, really happy. Even Alex likes it, so. So yeah, hopefully you guys found that helpful. I will do a video of a few makeup items that I've accumulated, but I'll keep that separate because, you know me, I like to chat. So yeah, hopefully you guys found that helpful, and comment down below what you guys would like to see. I had a few video ideas in mind. I had maybe like a chatty get ready with me. I've been thinking about my old job a lot lately. Not that I want to go back to them, but I've just been thinking about them a lot lately, and my experiences with the kids, and, you know, how they've given me good tools in life and good experiences. So, and I have quite a few funny kids stories to tell, so I thought, you know, I could do a get ready with me telling a funny story about a kid. Of course, not telling you guys his real name, because, you know, I can use like an alias name or something, or, you know, but it's just, it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it just makes me giggle, and thought it would just be a funny story to share. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Otherwise, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, live life in full bloom, and I will see you guys later. Bye!